Yeah, let's get on to Connor's first one. Mother knows breast.
I deadass cannot fucking read that name out loud without immediate shame.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I've seen all of the ones you recommended.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I've never seen any of these.
You've never seen Mother Knows Breast?
Oh, no, I've seen the second one.
Okay, so Mother's No Breast. When I saw this name, the hugest wave of nostalgia,
Bro,
came back.
It's a golden fucking classic. Come on, man.
Okay. So Mother's No Breast was made by Studio Milky. And Studio Milky, you've seen the logo if you go into anime in the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Because it's okay.
Shit's hot, man. That's all I'm saying.
Milky is the queen bee of Last Generation, man.
Yeah.
It is the lowest quality. The only reason people liked it was because all of the hentai was uncensored.
This is the first time I've ever seen a hentai uncensored, and I was like, shit, go back. Please go back. Please go back.
I could never get over the fucking details of their dick and vagina, which was just singular color. It was just uniformly one color.
Yeah, no, I think I wrote it down. I'm like, why isn't that
You fear for what you don't know.
The first time I saw it, I was like, okay, that's a little different. But then as it goes on, I guess the animators just got sick of drawing it. So
See,
by the end of it, it just looks like a desk drawing.
Because their genitals look like a fucking Ken and Barbie doll with a strap-on foot on it. I'm like, how does anyone get off to this in 2020?
Okay, well, first of all, I don't really care about animation. It's more
no shit.
As we've
it's
already
more
established.
about the story, because at the end of the day,
What story?
not the story, the scenario. Sorry, the porn scenario, right? Because you know how it's always okay, well, it's a fucking stepmom. This is literally OG stepmom hentai because it's supposed to be our mom. But if you you read the synopsis and you get a big because it's not blood related, so you're like, all right, nice.
I will say it I remember watching this when I was a fucking teenager because that was Milky. There was Milky and there was Pink Pineapple back then.
Yeah.
Those the two big studios.
And you chose Milky.
And I remember because I was always conflicted because Milky had the hottest premises.
Yeah, the premise is fucking hot.
Yeah, the hottest premises, but it was I have to will my dick to jack off to this fucking janky ass sex scene, man.
No, it is jank, but it's it's hot. The premise is hot. So you're
but then at that point, I might as well just jack off to fucking manga and doujinshi, right? Because at least the art's good.
Yeah.
And
I need something to go with it. Little something.
There was nothing in this.
Audio and shit. I need some audio.
What? The repeated moans? Just fucking moan. They're on a fucking soundboard. They were just fucking moan.
I mean. Okay, it's been a while since I watched it, but here also, right? I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm a guy, right?
Yeah,
rape, I'm like, that's fucked up. Reverse rape, I'm like, all right, now you're talking.
We'll get into that, but yeah,
because I don't know if it's because I'm a guy, and to me, I think it's not so much as reverse rape as I see that character, but it's more I guess, like I said, it's envisioning yourself in the scenario,
right.
And obviously, in my head, if I'm in that situation. It's
not
gonna be
we ain't rapists, right?
Get that out there.
Yeah, let's just point that out. Let's just get that out.
Let's just get that out there.
It's just weird because I'm so conflicted because I see rape normally in a lot of hentai.
No, I don't find that.
But then reverse, and I'm like, now you're talking. Now I'm listening. My ears, because it's like I said, it's my.
What's the one thing I hated about this one though?
What
is the fact that the sister's name is Oshino Shinobu, which is literally the same name as that.
I didn't even
It's literally the same name.
I wish she wasn't such a little bitch as well.
She's so aggravating.
Both of them.
And yet she has my waifu's name. So I'm just I'm conflicted. Yeah, but
I just thought. It's no. When you see all my list, I think older women are hard as shit, right? We all know that. We all know that, right?
I'm gonna throw in a curveball for this one. I actually ended up watching the dub for this one.
Oh shit! I haven't watched the dub.
How is it?
It was it was surprising, right? Because
there's a dub? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, because the reason I know this is because every Milky
has a dub.
Every Milky anime or hentai had a dub back in the day.
Right.
And it was surprising to see how okay the mum was actually pretty good in the dub.
Really?
But then the main protagonist was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh gosh, I wish my mom wouldn't fuck me.
Here I come.
So it was really jarring hearing a really hot older mum character have really good voice acting, and then just Sonic the Hedgehog moaning in the background.
I don't know what it is, right? But if you throw in a bath scene in there, it's like immediately 10 times hotter. A bath or a nonsense scene, I'm like 10 times hotter.
Yeah, not gonna lie, like when it got to the bath scene, like that was when I kind of just lost interest, to be honest.
That's when I was like, now it's getting interesting.
No, because like, okay, the bath scene was just like, for me, was just excruciatingly long. Like it felt like it went on forever. Not to mention,
That's why I liked it.
Not to mention, it was a flashback. Anyway,
Well, I don't fucking remember.
Okay.
the fucking noise that the flashback.
There was one scene that really like I burst out laughing when I saw
okay,
it.
you got to bear in mind, I don't fucking remember the last time I watched it.
So there was a scene where she was like fucking like their stepdad or something, and then these three kids were just fucking watching this take place.
Yeah, I remember this.
And they were like engrossed with it, like a fucking episode of Pokemon was on or something like that. They were just like watching the entire thing with a fucking smile.
Literally, the opening scenes of the anime is that
They're
scene.
watching it,
And the kids are just like, how did they write it?
They're just like.
Yeah, it's literally just colon capital D. Like that was the face that was like.
I can understand watching it as a kid, being like, "What are they doing?" But being like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, but the sister was just like way too happy. It was just like,
And then like the kid brother comes in at the time, and he's just like, "What's going on?" And then he joins in as well. So it's just like me and the girls watching my mum have sex. No biggie, just a normal thing.
Also, not gonna lie, the color of that boy's jizz is like worryingly yellow. You know, like
that's all milky anime.
I watched that. I was like, oh, dude, you gotta drink some milk or something, man. Like that.
It's one of those things where it's like, there's. I know that I was gonna get shit because I'm like, it's fucking called Mother Knows Breast, for fuck's sake. Like,
I don't think that's the worst part of the hentai.
That's not. There's a lot of bad things to it, but
No.
I just overall I thought it was pretty. You know, I liked it. And also the comments were hilarious.
Yeah, yeah.
There was like loads of comments that were like, that fucking kid doesn't realize how lucky he is.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's literally really? Yeah.
You look at who wrote it, it's like CDog VA.
God, I wish that was me.
I mean, like it's one of, like I look at every milky anime, and this one's no different. Where it's normally I want hentai to be uncensored. With milky anime, man, I fucking wish it was censored.
Yeah,
I wish I could
It
have
was
seen
the first time where I was like, I wish I didn't see the
I
penis.
just don't really think about it. Like I don't.
It's just so crudely drawn.
I want high quality hentai.
Do you want to look at the dick?
Well,
No,
no, that's because that's why it's censored.
Yeah, but it's like when you're watching like normal porn, I hate it when they cut to a shot of like just the shaft, and I'm like, why? Why are you showing that? Like, what is this? What is this shot? You know,
I'd never
No,
really
but
thought of it that
I
way.
would like to see good details from like both sides.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just the dick. It's not just the dick, but it's just I don't know that you talked about hentai being like too high quality, bringing you out of it. If hentai is too low quality, that brings me out of it.
that could have been a
Yeah.
Roblox dick, and it wouldn't have changed anything for me. Legit, like it would have been the same experience.
I also love. I wrote down here. Said I love how the guy contemplates castration instead of just saying no to the mom.
Yeah, that was funny.
He's just like, should I just like get a castration? I'm like, you can say no, bro. Like, it's just a matter of going, excuse me, no.
I think a lot of people would be like, well, you kind of, he's a kid. I don't fucking know how old he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, my favorite line in the entire first episode is when the mom, I think, is like banging the stepdad, and she says, "Bang me so that my pubic hairs wear out." That's a real line. Someone subtitled that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, this is just like peak mid 2000s shitty hentai. It has like all the callings of just like it's just very average.
I just wish there was a plot with like, I don't know.
I mean, I would rather have read the source material for this if that was source material.
Yeah.
I would rather read this with higher quality arts than watch the shitty animation. And it wasn't just shitty animation. They used like the technique back then of just like using like the same repeated animations. So it just looked like the sex was taking place in the deja vu dimension. You know what I mean? It was just like the same two frames.
It's the same cut, but it's just zoomed into the face on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
And then it's like, let's do like a slow zoom out to reveal that it's the exact same shot.
I just like the mother character, man.
He's just into milk.
Yeah, you're just into
I am. You got me. You got me.
You got me there.
You got me, gamers.
You got me there. But I don't know. The animation, it's alone, just kind of. It wasn't for me, man. It wasn't for me.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciated this more when I was fucking 17 or whatever.
Yeah, I think it was one of those things where I watched it like 4 or 5 years ago, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is so hot." But
I feel like if I watched it like back in the day,
then
I would have had a little bit more appreciation.
I mean,
for it.
I think it's like peak teenager like Dude, that's hot.
Yeah.
Even then, because back in the day, this had to compete with shit like Bible Black. And
I guess so.
Sure. I think I would have rather watched Bible Black.
Yeah,
to be honest,
you know, I most of the time I did fucking watch Bible Black, and
Right.
it was like one of the few times where it was always the scenario that kept me coming back to Milky Hentai, because God, that animation was just like such a instant fucking softie, man.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the premise, man. The premise got me.